arm in one of the most bizarre fights I have ever seen.
It was a fight destined for the history books, a brutal showdown that would push one man beyond the limits of human endurance. With one arm hanging by his side and pain coursing through his body, Williams delivered a jaw-dropping smasher that left the world in stunned disbelief. This is the incredible story of courage and sheer willpower. But before we talk about that night, let's go back to where it all began. Danny Williams wasn't just any fighter. Born in Brixton, London, Williams built a reputation as a brawler with heavy hands and a jaw that could take punishment. Standing at 6'3" with an imposing 79-inch reach, he was a powerhouse in the British boxing scene. Early in his career, Williams boasted victories that showcased his raw power and determination. Known as the Brixton Bomber, Williams fought his way through the ranks with 18 wins and only one loss by the year 2000. His record was a testament to his sheer will to dominate the ring. Mark Potter, on the other hand, was a hungry contender on the rise. Nicknamed the Great White Shark, Potter had established himself as a fighter who could finish a match with explosive power. He entered the fight against Williams brimming with confidence and a record that promised danger. Both fighters were eyeing the British and Commonwealth heavyweight titles, and for Potter, this was the opportunity to finally cement his name among the greats. For Williams, it was a chance to solidify his dominance. Both fighters promised fire and flames in the ring. October 21st, 2000, the stage was set for an unforgettable night. As the bell rang for the first round, the intensity in the ring was immediate. Potter came out swinging with ferocity, throwing a barrage of punches, and it didn't take long for him to land a crushing right hand on Williams' jaw. Danny stumbled, losing his footing and crashing to the canvas. The crowd gasped, but referee John Coyle didn't count it as a knockdown, ruling it a slip. Despite this, Potter clearly won the first round, setting the tone for a brutal fight ahead. The second round began with another twist. Williams threw a right hand that, while deflected off Potter's shoulder, caused Potter to lose balance and hit the canvas.
The 25-year-old is caught by Danny Williams. He says no knockdown, it was the back of the head. This time John Coyle counts it. And Williams comes right back.
Later on, Williams threw a low blow that sent Potter to the canvas yet again.
Yes, he looks genuinely hurt. Mark Potter just taking time out.
Out of desperation, he then again landed another low blow for which the referee punished him by deducting 1 point from Williams. As if things weren't already complicated, the tide was turning against Williams. The situation quickly started spiraling for him. Then came the third round, the moment that would change everything. As Williams threw a right hook, disaster struck. He felt a snap in his shoulder. His arm was now useless. The crowd and commentators soon realized the extent of the injury. Williams, with his shoulder dislocated, could no longer use his right arm. With one arm dangling like a twisted branch, his fighting lacked the defense against Potter's barrage of punches. It looked like the match is about to end soon. But he wasn't done. Refusing to quit, Williams fought on, now relying solely on his left hand. As the fourth round began, Williams felt his shoulder has popped back into the socket and started to use his right arm. As the round progressed, Williams threw another low blow, possibly out of sheer frustration, leading to the referee deducting 2 points from Williams. It looked like the end was near. Also, the points gap between the two was quite evident. In the fifth round, Potter unleashed a series of punches, making things worse for Williams. Williams was eating punch after punch, refusing to go down. Then, Potter landed 2 clean uppercuts, shaking Williams. But he stood his ground. The crowd started murmuring as to how long is Williams going to hold his ground. Finally came round 6. This was the round that would be remembered for years to come. As Williams threw his right arm, he felt a snap. Yet again, his shoulder was out of the socket. Potter's onslaught intensified, and Williams, struggling to stay on his feet, was barely holding on. His right arm was useless, and each punch from Potter seemed to push him closer to defeat. The pain was unbearable. His corner ready to throw in the towel. The crowd, the commentators, even the officials braced for the inevitable. But then, out of nowhere, Williams unleashed a devastating left uppercut, a shot that traveled from the floor straight to Potter's chin.
The clapping and forward. Oh, he's got it! That's unbelievable from Williams, and Potter is out!
It was like a hammer striking steel. It was a punch born out of sheer desperation, and it connected perfectly. Potter crumpled to the canvas, unable to rise.
He's gonna make it! That is astonishing! Just about! In goes Williams, fighting with one arm! He's hit Potter again! The referee! Potter's got nothing left! What a turnaround! He can hardly warm up, Potter!
After constant trials, Potter failed to rise before the count.
It's over! Unbelievable stuff here at Wembley! Danny Williams fighting on instinct and bravery with one arm has won the British heavyweight title at the second attempt and retained his Commonwealth belt in one of the most bizarre fights I have ever seen.
The crowd erupted. Williams, physically broken, had pulled off the impossible. Tears of pain and triumph streamed down his face as he stood beside his fallen opponent. He had done it. With one arm, against all odds, Danny Williams had won. Williams received medical care as he laid down in the ring, suffering excruciating pain. Williams' shoulder had to be reset in the hospital, and he would spend the next 10 months out of the ring recovering from surgery. The media couldn't get enough of the story. Headlines praised Williams' indomitable spirit, while fans lauded him as a warrior who had overcome impossible odds. After a long layoff, Williams returned to the ring. Many questioned whether he would be the same fighter, but he silenced the doubters, knocking out the respected Kali Mihan in just 32 seconds, proving that the warrior spirit still burned bright. The momentum continued as he avenged a previous loss, defeating Julius Francis, who retired in the 4th round due to an eye injury. Williams was back, and he was here to stay. Williams then went on to defeat the legendary Mike Tyson in 2004, cementing his stature in the boxing world. Danny Williams continued fighting long after most thought he should retire. Even as he approached his 50th birthday, he was still lacing up his gloves. Over his long career, he fought more than 80 bouts, stepping into the ring against the likes of Vitaly Klitschko and other top contenders. While some questioned why Williams continued to fight for so long, others admired his indomitable spirit. Boxing fans even set up a GoFundMe page to help him retire.
What's going to happen for you in your future?
In my future, you know, it's I know I'm not going to become world champion. I know I'm not even going to become British champion. But the thing is, boxing has been in me since I was 8 years old. I've been basically all my life. I've been boxing so long, and it's, even though I know my career's over, it's hard to stop boxing. So I'm just going to keep boxing, and have these little fights here and there, and slowly move out of the way, out of the ring. But at the moment, the love for the sport is still in me, and I just can't get rid of it.
What still motivates you, Dan?
It's not about the motivation; it's about the love. I just love the sport. You know, people don't understand this boxing thing is deep. It's so addictive.
While the latter part of his career didn't shine as bright as his prime, the legacy of Danny Williams was already written in stone. A man who fought through pain, who never backed down, and who, on that unforgettable night, fought with one arm and walked out a champion. Williams' career was one for the ages, a testament to the relentless spirit of a man who simply refused to give up. What do you think? Could anyone have survived what Williams did in that ring? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible boxing stories.